Chelsea star Eden Hazard could snub Real Madrid for 2 reasons. Michael Ballack. Chelsea forward Hazard was linked with a transfer to Real Madrid in the summer, and the Spanish Giants are reportedly still keen to seal a deal for the Belgian international. Hazard has refused to commit his future to Chelsea so far this season and admitted in December that he wanted to leave the club after the World Cup. Former Chelsea midfielder Michael Ballack has now spoken out on the rumours, and given 2 reasons why Hazard may prefer to stay in England rather than relocating to Spain. Normally with a club like that knocking on the door, of course it is in his head, Ballack told talkSPORT. It's normal that he's thinking about that because he's an incredible player who would make a difference at any club, but hopefully he stays. Sometimes you have to consider other things when it comes to contracts. London is a nice place to live and he feels good with his teammates. But you also have to give him an opportunity to win something. Over the last few years, Chelsea have lost a bit of the attitude of going into a season thinking they will win a trophy. Chelsea lost to Manchester City on penalties at Wembley on Sunday in the Carabao Cup final. That defeat could spell the end of Maurizio Sarri's time in charge of the club, and further unsettle their star player. Ballack added, if he starts feeling the club can't give him that anymore, the ability to win trophies, of course he will think differently about staying, but as long as he has the feeling he can win something at Chelsea, hopefully it's an option for him to stay. One player that could play a big part at the club, especially if Hazard is to leave, is youngster Callum Hudson-Odoi, who was heavily linked with a move to Bayern Munich in January. Ballack said of the England youth international, if I grew up at a club at Chelsea, I would want to stay at Chelsea because that's where I was my whole youth, plus he is one of the biggest talents not just at Chelsea, but also in England, so I would stay and try and make it. But of course you want the time on the pitch, and if you are not involved you look around at the clubs that have an eye on you. That's really normal. But I hope Chelsea can extend his contract. He is the future for the club. I hope he gets more time on the pitch. He's already on a level where he can play in the Premier League day in day out. But he's still young and the coaches will know how to handle him. Sometimes you have to be careful with these young players, you can't put them in every week, the pressure is on very early.